Hi y'all, it's Ben again from Couchside Resistance. Just thought I'd give you my 2 cents on Ted Cruz and why I think he should go back to Bible school. He recently was in 2025. He had an interview with Tucker Carlson where he struggled to even give the context of Genesis 12:3, which he vaguely remembers from a Sunday school memory. But if you actually look at the scholarly data and the information out there, in that verse, he's specifically pointing to Abraham, not a geopolitical nation state. And a lot of the support from Israel for Israel that we have in Protestant circles and evangelicals come from the Schofield Reference Bible in, I believe it was the early 19th century, 1900s. I don't know exactly, but that's a huge factor to the mentality of evangelicals and how they believe that in order to have your nation be blessed, you have to bless the state of Israel no matter what. And you have to constantly have this like undying, unwavering support for the state of Israel, even if they're committing genocide, war crimes, and all types of displacement theory nonsense that they're implementing in West Gaza and the West Bank, excuse me. And, and he also misinterprets that he recently thought that like Christ is king originated online, and when in reality that goes all the way back to Pope, I believe it was Pope Leo the 11th, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but in 1925, the Pope created the Feast of Christ the King, or a feast for the Christ of King, and it's practiced on the last Sunday of every liturgical year. And that was a statement that has deep theological historical roots. If you want to check out a good book, I believe this book called "The Christ is King," the Christ is King, the Royal Identity or something. It's by a man named Joshua Jipp, and he basically lays out all of why Christ was given this royal title. And like in the ancient world, a lot of people believed kings were symbols of order, cosmic order, really, and justice on the earth. And Paul took that ideology and said, well, Christ is the king. Christ is the symbol of faithfulness, justice, and cosmic order. And he's above every single political system. And, and it was actually an anti-authoritarian, symbol for the time too, because it was in reaction to or in response to a lot of this militant secularism that was happening in Russia, Mexico, and other parts of Europe. But I also want to reiterate that he doesn't. I guess he totally overlooks Acts when the apostles before Christ ascended asked Jesus, "Will you establish the kingdom of heaven?" And he didn't give them an answer. He didn't give them an answer. It's not for you to know. So I'll close with this. Ted Cruz needs to understand that, the spirit, Christ's kingdom is not of this world. And ultimately those passages, and this is across traditions in Judaism and Islam, believe those passages in Genesis 12:3 were personally talking about Abraham, or it was ultimately a precursor to Christ coming. So that's what is actually historical in church history. Those are the historical interpretations. They're not just these recent ones, that originated in the 19th, 20th century. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, please like, subscribe, hit that alert bell, and also donate via Patreon if you feel like it. Have a good day. Bye.